Okay, so makeup and its importance and its history. So, what is makeup? For some of us, it's something that we use every day, and for others, it's something that it's completely irrelevant in our lives. But to all of us, it's something that we see, even if we don't realize that we're seeing it. Makeup is something that is used to enhance the beauty and almost the value of something to make us want it more or need it more. So I've worked in makeup for a year, and I've been using makeup for like 4 years. So with that combination, I've seen how different people use it and where like the subjects that it's used on and other items that it's used on. I've also done more research to expand my knowledge about makeup's importance and its interesting history. So I'll go over makeup and its history, the evolution of makeup, and why it's important today. So starting off with the history, it is said that the Egyptians were the first one to use makeup, and it started off in Egypt. Why was makeup first made? The website History Corporative says the development of many ancient Egyptian techniques were formed for reasons ranging from aesthetic to health. It was also said that the makeup helped protect them from the hot desert sun that they lived in every day. At first, it was made for men and women, and though it's become more female-dominated and not as common for both genders to use it still, both genders do still use it sometimes. So why would they wear it, and why did they start using it is from the same website, History Corporative, it says, in addition to fashion statements, it symbolizes social status, it also is said to have protective properties and believed to have spiritual healing powers, along with just normal self-expression. But then later on, no matter these reasons, it just became a part of everybody's daily life, and that's why it kind of started to become a part of everybody's life in the future. So now that you know more about where it started, I'm going to go to the evolution of it. So after the ancient Egypts, also the cosmetics that they used then were different now. Like they used to just use like oils and crushed up like plants to like apply it, and that's what the building blocks of makeup are from. So the evolution of makeup, along with the Egypt's different countries, started to develop their own traditional style and different ingredients in cosmetics. So like places like Europe and Asia and India. And that's how traditional makeup first started. So that's why makeup in India is different from makeup in Asia and different here. Along with different countries, it also came with different events like the Renaissance and World War I and World War II. And there's actually a big example of this, and it's from the website Cosmetic Info. It says, during World War II, leg makeup was developed because of the shortage in tights. This also shows us how makeup kind of served more of a purpose than just like using it for no reason almost. Like it protected the Egypts from the sun, and it's said to have beliefs, and it also, you know, in hard times like World War II, when we couldn't worry about tights, we just used it on our legs to make it look like we had tights. Along with this, like also laws and regulations and like acts were passed to regulate makeup, like because back then they used lead in their foundation, and if we use lead in our foundation today, we would die from it. So fun fact, the FDA actually regulates makeup. They were the first ones to start regulating makeup, and they have done it till this day. And then from there, corporations and like brands and businesses just started to develop more makeup, and that's how we got to where we are now. So the importance of makeup today, after we've gotten here, there's like 2 big examples that I can show you. So one of the biggest examples for this is, think of like food commercials when something looks really good, like a pizza, and like the cheese just strains right off and it just looks perfect. You can actually thank cosmetics for this, because obviously it doesn't look like that in real life, because it's meant to enhance the value and beauty of something to make us want it more. And that's why it's important, like, to people and corporations trying to sell their food. It's the same thing like with the movie Avatar. Obviously those aren't how people really look, so they use makeup to make these futuristic alien-like creatures for our amusement. And this is how it's a big part of our life, because we don't realize it, but when we see makeup and how it's used, we value it more. And people that use it value it more because we value it more. So L'Oreal Paris, one of the biggest cosmetic corporations in the United States today, says this on one of their websites. Makeup is brushed off as frivolous and superficial, but for some of us it's armor and others it's self-expression, and it can transform, protect, and more. Coming from one of the biggest corporations in makeup today, this shows how much people really do need it and how much we don't even realize it in our life. It could be for a bodybuilder trying to win his competition, so he makes himself darker, or it could be just a girl using it every day to feel prettier, or it could be for a director trying to put his movie out into the world for us. So to wrap this up, I hope you learned more about cosmetic history, because I know it's not a very well-known topic, and that is why makeup is important today and how its history is interesting. And I hope you look out for more cosmetics in your life, because you don't even realize that you're seeing it.